Hello, this is Mostly Codes. So in this video we're going to be looking at a mobile phone experiment, which is a type of live EVP session where a mobile phone is left with an open speakerphone call. One mobile phone is left in an isolated, supposedly haunted location, while the investigation team will take the other phone and sit somewhere further away and try and speak on the call to see if any voices or messages can come through. It has to be said, I am skeptical of any kind of ITC or EVP techniques in general, but I'm always willing to give these things a go and see what happens. You'll see here in this video that several people in the group are using mobile phone apps. This isn't because anyone in the group is a particular believer in these things. It's more to do with earlier in the night. There was just a bit of a session just to see what would come through. Basically, all the apps were out, and it was about more of a don't knock it till you've tried it idea. So the significance of the name Cynthia coming through, though, is because it's a name that has been mentioned through various other methods at that location recently. So maybe a little bit interesting, but still, it came from a phone app, so take it with a grain of salt.
So many times has Cynthia been mentioned now?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? In the dark.
So you'll see that Dan is heading up the stairs with his phone soon. You'll be able to see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen is a 360-degree camera view of room 1 at the location, which is the bedroom of the son of the family that used to live in this house. The understanding is he was very much the focal point of any of the sort of hauntings that were happening at that location. He would very much experience the majority of the activity. So room 1 is considered a hotspot on that location.
Right, I'm not gonna lie, I feel scared.
You're fine, we're here. You have moral support. Going into room 1.
Right.
Do you want me to call them then? Do you want me to come with you?
I'm good. I'm gonna quickly head back down. Now I've put the phone near the camera on purpose because that was seemingly where that mimicky voice was.
Okay.
Right, I'm heading down.
Okay. See you in a minute. Hello?
Oh my god.
Has he fucking come up with it?
Yeah, we are little
I just realised I couldn't see anything when I turned the light off.
Can you knock that light off?
So that spirit child was really exposed to it.
Do you want to swap places though?
Do you want to bonk on here?
I'll go near the door.
There was a dink then?
That was up in room 1, right?
Yeah.
Oh, through the phone?
Yeah.
What?
They've hung up on me.
That happened last time we did it.
What? Back you go, caravan.
That happened last time we did it. It hung up and we had to set it up again. Yeah.
Right, maybe.
Would you like Maeve to go with you?
I just grabbed the... I've got my voice
I've just
recorder
got
in
your
here
ring
as
it
well.
to see the answer. I didn't even ring anything then.
Has anyone got a light? Second.
Yeah, do you want a torch? Would that happen? Yeah,
don't be camera.
somewhere.
No, because I'll see something on it, I know I will.
That happened with my camera, didn't it?
Good luck.
In room 1.
Thank you.
switching itself off.
Yeah.
Give us 3 rings when you make it.
If you make it.
Yeah. Why have we gone that way? Oh, it's quick.
Hold on a minute, there was a dinking sound in room 1. Just for the purposes of the audio, I'm entering room 1. The time now is 1:09. I'm just about to phone Jade.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm heading down. I've just realised there was a dinking noise there and then the phone. Oh.
Yeah, it didn't then went off.
Right, I'm coming down.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so as mentioned in the text at the start of the video, I have a high quality audio recorder positioned in the hallway or on the landing directly outside room 1 as well. It's just outside the door to the right as you're coming out. So that's monitoring the sounds outside the room in addition to the microphone on the camera inside the room.
Do you want me to move forward and you can perch behind me somewhere?
Yeah, that should be good if we just pop that somewhere near the phone, just in case. I'll stay right near the door, guys.
Name.
That's my drink.
If you can hear us upstairs in room 1, you'll see an item on the dresser that has lights on it. If you talk into that, we can hear you. Heard an aeroflux there with a pendle.
So throughout this video you'll hear them mention a device called the Aeroflux. So for those that don't know, that is a device that monitors changes in temperature and air pressure. It's a fairly crude device. It doesn't really offer any quantifiable data. It's very much a light that changes colour when a change is detected.
More than enough.
Psychic.
Psychic. There was a noise that came.
Was that through the phone?
It's coming through the phone.
Oh.
So these sounds that apparently come through the phone, looking back on the audio from up the stairs, it doesn't appear to be picking up on any of the audio equipment upstairs.
No, it is very quiet, I'm sorry.
Can you make a noise in that room? Maybe you could say hello?
Be fearful.
What did that say? Be fearful.
Be fearful.
Thanks. Aeroflux again.
Can you say your name?
Is that someone's stomach? Is that someone's stomach?
What?
No, I don't think so.
It weren't mine.
It weren't mine.
Not mine.
That was horrible. Whatever
That was
was
awful.
terrible.
Was that somebody's tummy or
Was it not yours?
possessed?
No. Possessed.
Does it sound like somewhere over
Yeah.
you guys? Yeah, I thought it would.
It was literally 1,000 screaming children.
Yeah.
Now on this sound, it is a very unusual sound noise, but it would have to be noted that a lot of people in the room, there's a lot of stomachs were rumbling through the night, so it is possible that the sound was something like that. It sounds very unusual for a rumbling stomach. But again, it's unclear, probably not really enough to label it as paranormal.
Alright, energy.
Bye.
I'm going to put the AirPods next to the phone.
Do you want to connect up to this Bluetooth speaker?
Oh yeah.
Should come up as D10.
W King D10.
Yeah.
Wanking D10. Sorry.
So one thing to note about this Bluetooth speaker that was introduced partway through the experiment, it improved audibility within the barley room where the team was sitting of any audio, but it also had a fairly inferior built-in microphone, which meant that the quality of the audio on the phone in room 1 was diminished somewhat. It didn't really introduce any kind of artifacts as far as I can tell into the audio, but it did just have a bit of an unfortunate effect of having a detrimental effect on room 1 audio.
Could you make a sound in that room?
Does. That sounded like it's a cold.
No.
Okay, so this moment here is a clear sign of audio pareidolia. The group thought it sounded like the word cold was being said, but on review of the audio up the stairs, it's clearly some kind of strange knocking or popping sound, which I can't really identify, but it's definitely not a voice.
Or Millie?
Phenomena. Walk back.
Off you pop down. Come on then.
Maybe you go by another name.
What about Amelia? If you can't use your voice, then can we hear you walk around the room?
Roman.
Can you knock, please?
If we knock 2 times like this, could...
Was that
No,
the
not
phone?
that.
I heard a single knock, right? Knock, right?
Yeah. That would come through the speaker, I think.
If we knock 2 times like this, can you knock back?
So the knocking sound that just happened there, while it did seem to line up with the knocks that Dan was doing, there's other knocks throughout the session that appear very random throughout. They don't seem to correspond to any kind of questions or anything like that, so I'm not sure if it could be counted as paranormal if it's just building settling kind of sound. Certainly doesn't seem to be intelligent.
It wasn't that one before.
No.
No, that was definitely like over, either here or in that stairwell. Either here or in that stairwell.
So as you can see there, this is a clear debunk, at least as far as the knocking sound that we heard is concerned. It is Jade setting her cup down on the floor close to the phone, which was somewhat amplified over the equipment. The moan kind of sound that comes after is probably a person sitting in the room. Can't tell who for sure.
Can you blow into it?
Can you whistle?
Did you just hear something, Beth?
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Like laughing or
Yeah.
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Laughing like up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't hear that at the time. Doesn't seem to have been picked up on any of the equipment either, so I'm not sure what to make of that one. Especially seeing as a few people said they heard the same thing. Could just be a psychological thing.
Do you want to learn how to body pop?
Did you hear something like that?
Yeah.
I fired a voice.
Yeah.
But it was, are you sure that speaker's on loud?
Yeah. It sounded like, ha, ha.
Yeah. I was gonna say it was like 2 syllable.
Yeah.
Because there's like little taps coming, but they sound really faint.
They sound really... Just, there should be a plus on it.
Sorry.
If you just tap it, it'll make a bleep if it's on max.
Are you sure?
Or it might not actually if it's on the phone.
Is your volume up?
Oh yeah, it gets controlled on a phone, doesn't it? When it's connected.
Red. Can you press the red button?
Is that a voice again?
Yeah, I heard that.
I thought that was a stomach again.
Was it anyone's stomach? It was over there.
As I mentioned earlier, stomachs were rumbling quite a lot through this session from a lot of people who were in the group. So I think that's probably accounting for a lot of these kind of sounds, voice-like sounds that people kept hearing throughout the session.
You think we heard a lady's voice? If that was you, madam, could you try and speak a little bit louder? Could we hear you hum or sing?
Did we hear you laughing?
Ask.
Was that through the speaker?
No, that was in the room.
That's someone's stomach.
It's got to be someone's stomach.
It's not mine.
It's not mine.
That's what mine.
Like a kind of sound. Oh.
Oh, that was definitely through the speaker.
Yeah.
Like someone's just tapped like really close to the phone.
I actually felt that through.
Yeah.
Again, that was a very clear sound in the room. However, it didn't really seem to be in response to anything in particular, so even if it was paranormal, it doesn't appear to have any intelligence behind it.
You're being particularly helpful, spirit talking. We'll take people.
Sorry.
Is there a lady called Cynthia in this building? Just give us a name. Oh. Thank you.
Can you name a witch?
That was
Can you tell us, did witchcraft take place in this house?
Someone down there.
Oh, fuck off. Politely. Professionally.
So obviously the reference to witches is because of the location being in the Pendle Hill area of Lancashire, which is famous for its witch trials. So there's a bit of a hypothesis about this location being connected in some way to the witch trials of the 17th century.
Is there a link to a fire or burning here?
Oh.
Is there a link to a fire or burning here?
Oh.
That was
Is there a link to a fire or burning here?
that was yes.
That sounded like yes, clearly.
Thank you.
My heart has dropped.
So this moment is actually quite interesting because the audio seemed to be a very clear voice coming through the phone. However, looking back over the footage and audio from the upstairs room and landing, it's not audible at all. So it could be argued that this is actually a genuine EVP. It seems unlikely to be any kind of interference over mobile phone. Crosstalk between mobile phone networks and calls isn't really a thing with current technology, so
Did anyone die in the fire?
it's certainly interesting.
Dan, please tell me that was you that moved your foot.
Yeah.
If I would have beat my 360 cameras up there still, it might have just died on its battery.
Nice.
It does make a noise like it shuts down.
So a fire or burning took place here. There's a link. Is that why things happen in this house?
There's nothing up there, is there? Apart from
No.
Was it an accidental fire?
So again, we heard some knocks there. Again, didn't really seem related to any kind of questions.
Did you start the fire?
Cock.
What was that?
Not cock.
Airflux.
Was part of this building damaged by the fire?
Could you make a noise where the fire started?
Just hear what that was kind of. Yeah.
Is that why we smell burning here?
We need to order a takeaway or something.
Was that your stomach? That wasn't that.
Did people die in the fire?
Were you frightened by the fire?
Who started it?
That was my stomach.
Yeah. It's going off a lot, that, isn't it?
Does fire frighten you?
What was it that you asked when it said yes, Dan?
Was about whether or not
Thought I heard a noise in the kitchen as well.
I thought I heard something in the kitchen.
It was such like a casual yes.
Yeah.
What was it that you asked?
It was just, was there a fire, wasn't
Was there
it?
a fire?
Yeah,
Was there a fire here?
Yeah.
Is there a link to burning or
Yeah.
a fire here? And it was
Yeah.
like, yes.
Did someone start the fire?
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning.
So one thing to know about all these questions about the fire, it is interesting potentially to note that while there wasn't any recorded fire on this property, a person that was heavily involved in renovating the house did die in a fire elsewhere, so away from the property. So there is possibly a connection there, which makes it a little bit more interesting.
Was the fire because there were witches here? Were they trying to burn them?
Was the fire started for financial gain? To make money?
Can we please have a name?
Sorry, that might be me moving.
No, I think so. Okay, for the speaker.
Are you male? Are you female?
How would you like to be addressed when we talk to you?
Would you like us to call you sir? Or madam?
Or Mr. or Mistress?
Lady?
Officer?
Farmer?
Lord?
Your Majesty?
Oh, just movement.
Okay, so Lauren was sitting on a chair next to the door that leads through to a back hallway. She said she heard some movement back there. I had a recording device in that doorway. I didn't really pick anything up.
What's beeping?
I've heard it all night. I don't know what it is.
Just randomly keeps going beep beep beep.
That's the aeroflux, that. Or was it a different
No,
one?
there's a different one.
Was it the one in there?
Oh, is there something in there?
No.
Is it the one in there? Is there something in there?
No, I've heard it from in there throughout the night. I don't know what it is, but
Oh, okay.
I only guess it's like something to do with like the electrics or the boiler or something. But I've never heard it before.
Are you still there?
So that was the 360 camera just cut out for a few seconds there. Just finishing its 30-minute recording loop. It'll come back on and again in a minute, and it will make a little noise. It will make somebody jump.
See a shadow over there?
Where?
No.
Might have just been someone shining a light, but
Where about?
doorway behind you.
You know, it's dead weird, and it's it's probably not linked, but you know, right before, like you said, you heard the whisper. I got, you know, like when you like land in a plane or something, you get that pressure in your ears.
Yeah.
I just got like this pure pressure in my ears. It was dead weird.
I've got the worst pins and needles I've actually seen.
Like your ears were gonna pop.
Yeah.
Extra.
No, come on. You sure it's not going to stand up?
Turns it on around it, so I'm going to stand up.
Please try and communicate with us.
Are you allowed to communicate with us?
Is somebody silencing you?
I feel like I'm going to look like this because I can't get the pin on if I need to.
Are you not permitted to talk to us?
That was like an electronic noise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's not the clicking of the camera, is it? Not that often.
What's going to make it click?
Pardon?
It only clicks when the lights change, doesn't it?
Yeah, between like day and night mode.
Right.
There's no camera in there though, is there?
Yeah, room one.
No, in there.
Oh no.
Where the toilet is.
What was that beeping?
What was that?
Yeah, beep beep beep.
Yeah. It's been going all night.
Can we hear your voice again?
Do the radios beep?
They're all turned off.
Yeah.
No, there's one on the table in there. In the Pendle room.
No, they don't beep anyway, do they? Never, unless you press the hold the buttons down to lock the.
It was like a beep beep.
Yeah.
Please try and converse with us.
Stuck.
Sounds like a motorbike.
We mean you no harm.
Who was it that said really cold, ha ha ha?
Was it you?
Are you a joker?
Do you find what we are doing funny? Does it amuse you?
The fire.
That could just be the fire cooling down a bit, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Are you intrigued at what we are doing?
Did you call Andy a cock before?
That was like an electrical bleep in the room now. It's
That might have been my,
the 360.
no, I think... what, in that room?
Yeah, what's gone off so much?
I thought it came from over there, because my voice recorder's down there.
Oh, it might have.
When it...
No, because the thing went up
Yeah.
on your recorder, so it picked it up from the speaker.
Does it come through the speaker?
I think so, yeah.
I thought Harry from the 360 would have died ages ago.
Was this your home?
Are you a good person?
What
What's that?
It's cut off.
Loud, that
It's
one.
hung up. Hung up.
It's hung up.
Are you a good person?
It sounded like almost like a.
Dunk, and then it literally went off.
Okay, that was a bit weird.
That was so cool.
Can you call me back, please?
Imagine.
If it fucking starts ringing now, I'm shitting.
Well,
So does it go off after? But it can't do, can it? It's like
Yes, it does.
it's a foot. Yeah, it can't just cut off, can it? That just.
And with that, that's the session ended. So, generally speaking, it was fairly quiet. There was one or two interesting moments in there. A lot of these knocks and raps and taps were possibly building silent noises. They didn't really seem to have any kind of intelligence behind them. They didn't correspond to any kind of questions that were being asked. The one moment that was interesting was that apparent response to the question about a fire. I can't really think of a rational explanation for that, not to say that there isn't one. But, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I couldn't really debunk that one, so certainly interesting. This was quite an interesting session overall.
That switches on, these were lovely, you know.
So just to finish this off, I just want to say a massive thank you to our three hosts, Jade, Lauren and Dan from My Haunted Project.
That was very clear on that, yes.
That was cool, that wasn't it?